Good day, folks. Today I'm going to be showing you how to play a game called Mummy Rummy. This game came out in 1994 from the Gamewright Corporation. It is for 2 to 5 players. Now, if you've ever played Rummy, you understand the gist of how it works. What you're basically going to be doing is you're going to be melding in front of you on the table sets and runs, and you're going to be trying to be the first person to go out. This game sort of follows that premise. However, you're not going to be doing sets and runs. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be building ancient Egyptian treasures and laying them down on the table, which typically consists of 3 cards. You're also going to have a chance to steal some of your opponent's relics that he has created too. This game is pretty unique. I'll show you. I always say games are unique, but that's cool. I'll show you how this one works too. Okay, folks, first I'm going to go ahead and show you the cards. There are about 6 different suits of cards, and they're in colors. There's green, there's red, there's blue, there's purple, there's yellow. That some of the cards have 1 picture on them like so, and other cards have 2 pictures on them like this. What you're going to be trying to do is you're going to be trying to meld artifacts on the table, which consist of 3 cards. So here's an example. Here you have a middle card here, and then 2 of these cards that have 2 pictures on them. When you connect them, they will go ahead and make an artifact, and then you will simply play it on the table. Now, there are 2 different types of these things, and they're called trios. There's what's called the black trio because it has the black background, and then you have the white trio, which consists of a trio with a white background on them like this. And there is a significance with the colors, and I'll explain how they work here in a little bit. Now, each color has about 5 different combinations that it can make, and as you can see, these are actually based off of real Egyptian treasures here, as you can tell. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be trying to be the first player that runs out of cards. And then after that, you're going to go ahead and count up your points. And if you manage not to go out first, you're going to be deducting points from the cards that you have in your hand. Now, after you've dealt out all the cards, you're going to go ahead and put 1 card up here in the discard pile. This is called your Sift Pile, and then you're going to have these cards here, which are called your Dig Pile. At the beginning of your turn, you'll be able to select one of these cards. If you decide to check this card out, you're going to have to be able to meld off a trio with it. Otherwise, you can just draw this. Now, when you discard, you're not going to lay the card here. Instead, you're going to lay it next to the card like this, and the next player will do like this. What's going to happen is if you find that you can actually use one of these cards to build one of your artifacts, say you decide to do this one, you can take it on your next turn, but then you're going to have to take all of the cards that come after it, like so. One other thing I need to make note of, when a trio is played in a certain color, let's say I went ahead and I played this trio on the table, this little thing. Once I played this, then every other trio that has a yellow border will also have to have a white background. So if anybody wanted to build a yellow bordered artifact with a black background, they're not going to be able to do it. They're only going to be able to use a yellow border with a white background. Now, depending on how many players there are, you're going to get a certain amount of cards. So for a 2-player game, you're going to be receiving 13 cards. So I'm going to go ahead and look through my cards and see if I can go ahead and make a play right here. It takes a little while sometimes. And I'm going to go ahead and look and see if there's anything there as well. So I'm looking at these cards here, and at the moment I don't see anything purple that I can have, so I'm going to go ahead and draw, and I've got another purple card. So right now I can connect these 2, but I don't think I have the 3rd part of this card yet. So I'm looking at my blue, and I can almost make this. Actually, maybe no, I can't. I can't make that yet. So I'm looking at the red, and again, I've almost got something. I've almost got this. So I'm going to go ahead and discard at this point because I just go ahead and just discard this one for now. So now my opponent goes ahead and goes, and he's going to look and see what he has. So I already look, and I have a meld that I can actually make. So I'm going to go ahead and make it real quick and lay it down like so. And I have made my first meld. This is upside down, I think. But anyway, now that I have played this, all the red cards are going to have a black background anytime they are laid down. And so I'm going to go ahead and continue looking, and if I had any more melds, I would go ahead and play them. And then after I finish, I'm going to go ahead and just discard a card like so. Now, one way you can score points on this game is what's called the Mummy Rummy capture. Now, to do a Mummy Rummy capture, what you're going to have to do is there have to be 2 white trios played on the table. It doesn't have to be just by one player. It can be a combination of all the players. And then one of the players is going to have the 3 middles of the color that has the white trios. In this case, it would be yellow. What would happen is the person that has these would play these, and then he would take any these white triads over here like so, and then he would go ahead and build them into the black triads. So I'll show you what they look like here in just a second as soon as I sort them out. And there you go. You would have all these black trios that you would form from those white trios. And the black trios are worth 50 points each, and the white trios are worth 60 points each. So what's going to happen is people are going to go ahead and continue playing until one person has 1 card left or no cards. He'll knock on the table, and then that will go ahead and end the round. Then what everybody will do is they will count the points that they have on the board as far as the trios go, and anybody that has any cards left over is going to deduct points. For any single image card they have, they're going to subtract 10. For any double image card, they're going to go ahead and subtract 20. And another thing, too, is once the dig pile here is used up and there are no cards left, then the only cards that the players are going to be able to draw from will be from the sift pile that is left over here. So my thoughts on this game. Well, I like Rummy games, and this game is more of a challenging version of Rummy that I know, because one of the issues that you have to deal with is this is a slower paced game, because you're having to look at all your cards and trying to connect all of these pieces together to make your different artifacts. It's challenging, but I would say if you were looking for a more advanced version of Rummy that has an Egyptian theme to it, this might be one that you might want to look at. But typically Rummy games go a little bit faster than this one. This one takes a little time to play just because of the different varieties of cards that you have. But it's a cool little game. It's just like one of those games that we don't play a lot. But again, you know, this might be a game that you might like to pick up if you like Egyptian-based games, especially Rummy games. This one is definitely different. So anyway, I hope you all enjoy the review. Please feel free to subscribe. Have a great day.